I'm Pat Bonaguro. I live in Hanover. I work in Quincy, so that's why I come to the Quincy office. My goal was about 25 pounds, and I flew by that, so I ended up losing 51 pounds, right on 50. And I've been able to stay within 5 and 10 pounds since then for over a year. It's amazing. So, and I am 50 years old, so I turned 50 in July. So obviously the advertising, you guys do very well advertising. So I'd hear it all the time on the radio, and you hear various celebrities that have done it, very convincing. So that made me reach out to you, and I was able to speak to you personally, and there was no doubt in my mind I wanted to try it, and it's been awesome since the minute I started. I was at a certain weight for all my life. I was never, so I ended up being 199 pounds, I think, when I got down, and I don't think I was 199 pounds when I was 16. So when I got down to that weight, it was awesome. So when I did start, I was like, you know what, enough's enough. I wasn't necessarily unhappy, but I just knew I was unhealthy. It was just a matter of making myself healthier. I felt okay, but I knew I could feel better. And the program's definitely done that. I feel great. And I love having people say, oh my God, you look so good. I have at least 8 to 10 friends that have come here because of me and because of you and the program. And it's worked for everybody. It's a little nerve-wracking at first because you don't know what to expect. You sit down and then it's always like, it's kind of like boom, boom, boom. Here's your weight, here's this, here's your goal. And then when you see the goal, it's like, geez, I don't think I can get to that, And it doesn't seem like something realistic. It didn't to me. And in reality it was, Like I said, I thought I was going to lose 25 pounds. And I did that in 3 weeks, Just kept going and going. It felt so good. Like, I work, I'm a police officer, so I wear a uniform all the time. And I didn't want to buy a new uniform till I got to a certain point, and I got to a point that I had to. I couldn't wait anymore because stuff was just falling off me. And it's a great feeling. All my clothes, obviously I had to buy all new clothes, and I still have some older clothes I put on, and oh my God, how did I wear that? How did that fit? And it's a great feeling.
Congratulations.
No, thank you.
So you mentioned that you've done a lot of other stuff that didn't work. What did you feel like it was about Awaken 180 that made it work?
It's strict. It's not like, slap your hand strict, but that I love the fact that you had to eat every 3 hours. I actually have it in my phone to alert me, 6 o'clock eat, 9 o'clock eat, noon eat, 3 eat, 6 eat. And it's just boom, 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 and it becomes second nature. Just always putting something good into your body rather than, I think we all think that the less you eat, the better. In reality, it's not the case. You have to keep feeding your body, and you learn that from the program. Give yourself a good amount of protein 5 times a day at least, and just keep feeding yourself. And I think that really, really sat well with me. It was easy for me to do. I always had something with me rather than scrounging for food. You always think that you're gonna have to grab something. I'm gonna grab a salad and this, try to eat well, but you always end up doing something you probably shouldn't do. But with this stuff right next to you, you can't help but do well. And planning, you're always planning ahead, which, I know that's part of any good program, I guess, to plan, but at least the planning with Awaken 180 is just so much easier because you guys set it up for us. And my schedule's kind of crazy. I work nights, days. My typical schedule is day shift, but I add extra stuff all the time, and it worked perfect. It was just easy to do. Once I got into that schedule, I never swayed. And I can honestly say, when I was on the program full time, I never cheated, just because it was just set up so well. So it worked great, and I was able to have something with me all the time, and it's simple. It's foolproof. I know you've done a lot of work to make it this way, but it does work. I have more energy. I'm able to. I always thought I did pretty good at my job anyways, but just being healthier and having less weight makes it that much easier. If you're moving around all the time, and even just sitting in the cruiser, sitting at work, that's easier. It's just, everything's easier. Fits better, looks better, and when you feel better about yourself, you are better. And I think that's the biggest thing. I feel better about myself, so I think I am better at what I do and present myself better. So it definitely has made a positive impact on my job. I love the program. I can't say enough about it. People are great. The simplicity of it. Anyone that's questioning whether they should do it, I highly recommend it. Instead, I've had people come here and do it based on my results, and they've felt the same way. So I've talked to people customers here as well, clients, and they've all loved it too. So I mean, I haven't met anyone that's taken this that hasn't enjoyed it. So I highly recommend it. The best part is I think about eating well all the time now too. It's not like, eating well might have been the exception before, whereas now eating poorly is definitely the exception. If I do have a bad day, or not even a bad day, if I decide to eat something not the best for me, it's an exception. It's not the rule, Whereas sometimes before, it was probably the exception was eating well, and you feel like you're full.
Yeah.
But the short, you definitely don't feel like you have much out. But plus I've been trying to incorporate working out again and lifting. So like I've been back on a heavy lifting routine. So the short after working out is awesome.